Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Before the show starts, do you ever just kind of put your hands together like this and kind of rub your palms together a little bit? Do you ever do that when you talk to people?
I rub the Buddha.
Yeah, the Buddha. Welcome in. Another fun morning here as we get going on Good Morning Huntsville, and I appreciate all of our friends out there. I know off to a little bit of a late start here this morning, but it's episode 97. 97. Baby was up all night, and so if you've noticed, we're pretty good about getting on time for the most of the time, but here the past couple of weeks, it's been 5-10 minutes. Today, unfortunately, it's been a hot minute, but it's okay. Caden has enjoyed waking up, and now he is in cluster feeding mode at 6 weeks old, and it's very fun. It's a great time for our family.
Yeah. I sleep like a baby, too. I wake up every 30 minutes crying.
These are the days and the situations, by the way, that really bring your relationship together, because you have to learn to work together even harder than you ever have before, because you're both exhausted, you're both very tired, and right whenever you finally feel, I can sense the sleep coming in, wah, and you're back up. No rest for the weary. And you know what, Rick? Just because you're here today, this is what it sounds like. Wake up, the baby's awake. There you go.
I have a question for you, Rob.
Yes.
When's the last time you had a date night?
It's been about a month, so it's time to have one again. Yeah, it's been about a month, and Deneen Thompson came over. Wonderful. And she watched our children for us. We do want to welcome you in, and thanks for being here on episode 97. I was trying to time it to where episode 100 would be with you guys, but the math just won't fall out. It's going to be with Karen on Monday. So
that's all right. We like Karen.
Yeah. So
we can come in Monday and pester you.
Yeah. So if you guys are, if you guys just decide, hey, you know what, you're not busy, come on in and celebrate the 100th
we'll circle
episode.
The block. Honk the horn.
Yeah, do that. Please, like 20 times. Get some balloons on the back of your car, and we'll just have a party here. So, but we're excited, looking forward to that. But we are here again on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. We are broadcasting live downtown from our studio. Big thank you to Elliott's Jewelers, online at elliottjewelers.com. And today we do have a special guest. Elliott Herzlich is in studio. We'll be chatting with us a little bit about his recent diamond buying excursion and much more. Elliott's very involved in the community, and we appreciate his generous support, of course, with our Raise of Hope fundraiser that we had about a month ago or so, and a lot going on here in the community. We'll continue to talk about Tomorrow's Promise and the great work that they are doing here in the community as a nonprofit and how they're giving back not only to just our local children, but to many resources here. And excited about that. And I want to bring up something that Braylon got in the mail thanks to Tomorrow's Promise yesterday. So we'll be talking about that here in just a few moments. And also, we would not be here without our good friend Paul Oley of the Gallery. So for all of your custom framing, photography, and more, please visit Paul Oley. When you call up these local businesses such as Elliott's Jewelers or Paul, let them know you heard about it here on Hello Huntsville. As always, on a Wednesday, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. And we wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you for your generous support and contributions as we're able to highlight the good happening here in Huntsville through 97 episodes now, and you guys are a big part of that, so thank you.
Thank you for letting us do this.
Hey,
I appreciate you allowing me to be on the show.
this is like, you know what, this is keeping...
That's been a sacrifice.
It really has.
It has. You know, at first I was a little bit worried with Rick Boehning, but then after we just settled on in, actually, Rick, I'm totally joking. The first time that I ever hung out with you on Ambassadors, I said, this is a guy that I'd love to just hang out with in the morning. And here we are, and we get to have a lot of fun.
I agree.
In the mornings, so we do. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If you need to be lifted up and encouraged, come into this show on a Wednesday morning, and Kaye and Rick will lift you up and encourage you. So
That's right.
It's always a lot of fun.
Come in. Do you want to be lifted, Elliott?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pick you up and
We'll literally lift you up here. So yeah, a lot of friends already joining us this morning. Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. Kyle Kreiner chiming in saying good morning, y'all. He came by. He won a prize on the show, and I did not realize, who he was married to Rachel. And I'm sitting there thinking, Kyle, I know that guy. I know when we moved, he was there at the house.
He's helped me do several things around.
Yeah. So Kyle, good to hear from you, and hope you're enjoying that goodie bag that we were able to provide there because you texted in to win. Kathy Schweitzer, one of our school board trustees, joining us this morning, saying good morning, Huntsville. And I like what she says here. Let's see this. She says, the goal line stand at the end of the intro video never gets old. That was Huntsville Hornets on a game-winning game. I can't even talk this morning. On a game-winning play to where they held the defense. Let me reverse. A game-winning defensive play where the Huntsville defense prevented the offense from running into the end zone. It was a fourth down play.
I wasn't fourth down.
Yeah, it was like 4th and 1, and the Hornets held them. And you know what? Hornets go on to win that ball game. It's pretty fun times a few years ago. By the way, the H is now on Huntsville ISD Stadium. They've got the lettering for Huntsville ISD Stadium is up, and now the big H, they just put that up. I don't know if you guys saw that floating around on social, but pretty exciting times there. The Hornets will not be playing to open the season, though, in that stadium, and this has nothing to do with the school district or anything. They have been working so hard, but the supply chain is still so limited because of just everything that's going on. I think there's still this huge backlog from COVID, and things really still, here we are 3 years later, and things still haven't gotten back to the way that we were used to. And I don't know if they ever will.
Well, various strikes and things like that haven't helped.
Yeah, a lot of
New
things.
trucking regulations in California haven't helped. I mean,
I went to the grocery store yesterday right after chamber after hours. Great chamber after hours, by the way, by McWilliams. No longer and Sons, just McWilliams. I don't know what happened to the son, but the son, I don't know what happened to the son, but it's just McWilliams now. And they're great host, enjoyed that. And then Bridget said, hey, can you run by HEB? And I was educating Bridget on, and I didn't know this either until I started doing the math. If you order from Shipt, yeah, it saves you time. But did you know they mark up every single item on top of a delivery fee unless you have a monthly membership or whatever? They mark up every item. And so if you have $100 worth of groceries and you use Shipt, you're probably going to pay another $20 for those groceries. And so I told Bridget, I said, we're not doing this Shipt anymore because $20 goes a long way right now with our family and having another baby. I mean, that's a whole other set of diapers and wipes. Mm-hmm. And so I said, I'm just going to go to the grocery store. So I went yesterday afterwards, and it's just good to see people around town. And the camaraderie of Huntsville is alive and well. So keep that camaraderie coming this morning. I like what Carolyn says today. She says, good morning. We can't always choose the music life plays for us, but we can choose the way we dance to it.
That's a
I
great
love
thing.
that.
That is great.
I feel like I should dance a little bit now.
So you know me, I'm a big rapper, like old school, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac. So we're gonna start playing that on the show, Rick. And even though you don't want to listen to it, you'll dance to it.
That's right, I'll dance.
So it's about the way you dance to it. A lot of other friends joining us this morning. Good morning to Quentin. Thank you for chiming in today as well. Nelson Amaya over at Nelson Amaya's Collision Center saying hello also. And more comments. So please, friends, keep those coming in. Jennifer Augustinetti joining us too. And she's saying, let us not become weary in doing good, for all at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up.
That's right.
So maybe that's the message. We always try to have a message on this show, a message of inspiration and hope to lift up our community. And maybe that's it today. Maybe you're going through a season to where you feel like things, you've tried and you've tried and you've tried. And maybe people haven't told you no, but you just keep trying. And you want to give up. You said, you know what, I've just given it all that I have. Don't give up. And even if somebody tells you no on something, don't give up. That just means that door is closed, and it means that another door is going to open.
Well, so often right before you're right there at that pinnacle, if you just push a little harder, you're over it. And so many times people give up right before they reach the success.
That's it. Just today, that is the message here, and the theme of the show is just don't give up. And, there's a lot going on in our world right now that can drag us down. But as I always say, choose the attitude of gratitude as you wake up today. And if you're in the middle of a situation or a circumstance, don't let that define you, because your best days are truly right around the horizon. And I think if we all can believe that, and we can't deny it, you can't just wake up and maybe you're in a mound of debt and you're trying to figure out how to climb out of it. Maybe you've just lost somebody. Maybe there's a relationship that's broken. I mean, you can't deny that. You can't just wake up and say, oh, well, forget about that. I'm just going to move on ahead. No, you still got to take care of things. But at the same token, don't let that define you. Because I think what happens is if we get into this mindset every day of, here's the way that I look at it and the way that I word it. We start giving energy to that versus energy to what's ahead. And I choose to try to give energy to what's ahead and the potential of great things that are to come. And, if you're going through a season and you just give that so much energy, all of a sudden now you're focusing on that season instead of here's what I can do to get to the next stage. Mm-hmm. So don't give up, friends. Continue to work hard, and good things will happen. And I like what Kathy said. She said, rejection, I like this. Rejection is God's protection. So, man, we got it flowing today with our guests. So appreciate that.
Look ahead, not behind.
There you go. Friends, want to remind you, as always, we are here on a Wednesday, thanks to Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and our text line is open. We want you to text in the keyword rain alongside your name. We're still believing for rain, so we just said we're going to make the keyword rain this week. So text in that keyword rain alongside your name to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number is 936-339-0139. We still have a few items that were left over from Rays of Hope, including those awesome T-shirts that we're giving away. Still have some of those. Not many of them left, to be honest, but we do have a few. Some hair care products from the Color Bar, and I've also got some tanning salon passes to the Color Bar Tanning Salon. Now, Justin has sold that business, so it's not the same, under the same ownership, but great ladies own that now. And Ray Hernandez won it yesterday, and he's like, I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I'll find out a way somehow. So he'll be using those passes tomorrow. So go ahead and text in. Let us know that we're out there. Clay from 0 Degree also joins us. Clay, by the way, Jason Barfield loved those tacos that you brought in yesterday, man. So thank you for bringing those. It was awesome. We were just joking around saying, man, it'd be great if somebody just drove by and dropped off something. And Clay drove by and dropped off some tacos yesterday. So thank you for doing that.
So that's all you got to do is say that?
All you got to do is say something,
Wow.
So, maybe
We
somebody.
want somebody to drive by and give $1 million to the Dolly Parton Imagination
Yeah,
Library.
boy, I'm telling you. So, and we will talk about that on the back end of the show because thanks to you guys and Tomorrow's Promise, Braylon received a gift yesterday, and I want to continue to highlight that because there's a story that goes with that last night about that gift when I put her to bed each night. And it warmed my heart last night when I was putting her to bed. And I thought of y'all because I said, you know what, this wouldn't have been possible without you. And we're going to talk about that on the back end of the show. But for now, though, we're going to step aside. We're going to take a break. Our good friend Elliott Herzlich is here in studio. And we're going to learn more about what Elliott's been up to and also all the great things happening here in Huntsville, Texas. Step aside, stay with us. We'll be back on the other side. This is your show. It's not our show. It's your show, Huntsville. Good morning, Huntsville. We'll be back here in just a few moments. child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon. Welcome back at it, Huntsville, as we continue to rock and roll and run the dials here on a Wednesday morning. Big thank you to everyone joining us today. Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you. Also want to welcome in our audience on the Spirit Radio FM app. We know that a lot of folks now are joining us on the app, and we appreciate that. Spirit Radio FM, the Spirit of Huntsville, heard around the world. And so Sally Dowis was listening in yesterday from the Spirit Radio FM app while she was on her way. And it is the safest way to listen to the show if you are driving. We don't want you to text and drive, obviously. We don't want you to pull up Facebook and YouTube and drive. But if you download the Spirit Radio FM app, you can actually listen to the show, put your phone aside. So before you start driving, fire up the app, put your phone aside, and then you can listen to the show. And also great programming, 24/7, 365, of course, here all through the Hello Huntsville platform. Big thank you as well to Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools for being here with us on a Wednesday, helping to bring all things good here in Huntsville. And a special thank you to Elliott's Jewelers, Mr. Elliott Herzlich of Elliott's Jewelers. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
It's been a whole minute. I'm just going to move this up just a tad.
There we go.
There we go. We're a one-man production crew here, Elliott, and so but it's working.
Oh, I noticed that my trailer wasn't outside. I just knocked that off. My trailer's not out the side, and no makeup.
Yeah, we had the makeup artist quit on us because it was a volunteer intern position. And,
okay.
Yeah, and we just couldn't keep them around.
They couldn't make it any better.
Yeah, it was from the Chi Cosmetology School in Houston. They knew when you came on, they said, "There's nothing we can do to make it better." So
there's nothing we can. I
was
think
gonna say,
they said
isn't
it a little different. There's nothing we can do to make it.
Isn't it about a half a man show since, you didn't get any sleep last night?
that's right. Yeah.
So there's about half of you here
There's about half of us here today, but that's okay. Again, thanks for joining us, and we're so excited to have Elliott here. Elliott, appreciate you, and I know you've always told me, you said, Rob, I don't want to talk about what I do, but I will because I think it's important that folks know we wouldn't be able to bring this platform, obviously, without our Foundation 5 and folks like Rick and Kaye Boehning and Tomorrow's Promise. But, when I came back to Huntsville, Elliott, I said, I've got this idea for Hello Huntsville. I met with you. You were literally one of the first people that I met with, and you really inspired a lot of ideas and things that we do here behind the scenes, and it was all because you wanted to highlight the good in the community as well. And so whenever I told you that we had an opportunity to have a space here downtown, you said, I want to get behind that and support it, and here we are 97 episodes in, and so a big thank you to you as well for your generous support and helping to make this a reality. So
You're doing good work.
It's all of us together, and so
well, it's all meaningful. All of us pulling together is what makes it strong in this community.
Mm-hmm.
This community is growing like crazy. We're seeing all sorts of people coming in, and people are needing direction, they're needing service, they're needing friends, and Huntsville is the place for that.
it is, and I love that. I mean, I just feel it's not because I'm here and I live here. I mean, when we decided to move back from up north, after a short time, I mean, there was no other option for us. And I don't want to say there's no other option. There was no other decision for us. We immediately said, we're going back to Huntsville. There was no question, let me put it that way, because we love the community, love the people, and it truly is a special place. And those of you that may be listening from afar, there's a couple of friends that join us from Fargo that talk about, that join us on the show or on the Spirit Radio FM app. I know there's a young man from Brazil that listens in now. But it is truly one of the best places to live, Kaye, and it really is.
Yes, it is. Well, and as the old person here, because I've been here 27 years.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was getting nervous.
Yeah, as the old person here, the older Huntsvillian, and I am not a native Huntsvillian, but, it is so nice to hear you newbies come in and talk about how wonderful our town is and everything else. It's how we've endeared so quickly to y'all's heart. It didn't take years and years and years, but how quickly we endeared to your heart that this is the place to be.
Well, it's not. It's also the city is growing, okay, but that's really not the reason for promoting the city and helping us grow like this. It's because we have more people that need friends, okay? This is a very friendly town, and we all work better together. We have so many people with so many great and different skills and talents, and they were wanting to channel it. People want to put it to good work.
It was so great yesterday. I had an opportunity just to hang out with General Glazer yesterday from the university. He came by and showed me around a few of the projects that were happening. Sam Houston State University, obviously a big employer here in town, just like TDCJ, Tomorrow's Promise. You guys have a host of employees. And all of that plays an important role in the economics of this community, the stability for families to be able to live and work here and play here. But it was so neat yesterday driving around. I had no idea. We used to live at Brookview, rented a house there. I had no idea that the university had all that. That was their property back over in there. And this beautiful new arena is being built along with so many other things out there. And this is why when I think about this show and what our mission is, to promote the good and to highlight organizations that are giving back, I mean, I had no idea that all this was going on. I've heard bits and pieces of it, but until you actually drive out there and see it, like, this is tremendous for this community. And there is this emphasis, again, and it's great, for Sam Houston State University to have a connection to agriculture, because this is an agriculture community.
Yes.
And that's what I love about the leadership that is coming into this community. With folks that are moving here, they're working hard to identify the culture and not say, oh, we're not going to do that, because they're saying, no, this is the culture of this community, and we're going to build upon that. Mm-hmm. And that's what makes Huntsville so special, in my opinion.
Yes. Huntsville is unique. It's close to the big city, but it's still a small town feel. People are, most of the time, are still friendly and courteous, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to meet you guys and be a part of this. And my business being here has thrived because of the wonderful people in Huntsville, and I'm proud of them.
Rick keeps trying to stay out of trouble.
Rick's good luck with that.
Well, this keeps me out of trouble, wearing this ring every day. And Elliott, when I came in, I didn't want just like a regular band. I wanted something that says like, hey, I don't know, man, like I'm a dude, I'm a guy, but I wanted something unique, because I like to think that I'm kind of unique. All of us are unique, but I kind of I kind of wanted something a little bit different. And so I came to you and I said, what do you think about some hammered gold? And you said, I like that idea. And so I don't know if I can we zoom in on this, Elliott? It's that camera right there. Can you show that real quick? It's on that camera. Yeah, there you go, a little bit. I mean, this is a beautiful piece, Elliott, that because of your knowledge, you said, hey, I think Beautiful. I got the perfect fit for you. And you told me, I think this will be perfect for you. And then I said, I want to put a little stud in there. And by the way, I've learned that some of these diamonds, they're not thousands of dollars. I thought a diamond was like $2,000. I'm sitting there worried to death. He said, no, it's not that much at all. And that was for Bridget. Well, now we have Caden and Braylon. So I need two more of them. I have to come by and see you and add two more. And the original plan was to have that thing completely wrapped around in these little studs, because that would represent each child. But I think after Caden, I'm like, whoa,
I don't think
maybe two is okay.
I don't think you'll die of not being able to sleep if you fill that up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll never get any sleep, which is okay. Well, there's some great things happening, Elliott, with this community. We've talked about that. I did want to give a chance, though, if you don't mind, highlight your recent journeys. You are part of this really awesome Diamond Buyers Group. Yeah,
we're Diamond Buyers.
Let us know about this.
Yeah, well, it's the Retail Jewelers Organization. It's a very exclusive group of a little over 1,100 independent jewelers. And what we do is we come together to, most of what we do we make, but there are some economies of scale to buy things like large quantities of diamonds, natural diamonds, together, and get the diamonds that best fit the needs of our market, which we talked about. Each area, each person is individual. And I just came back from a wonderful trip, and I'm introducing colored, naturally yellow diamonds, which is something a little bit different. There's a lot of treated and off color, but these are actually mine naturally fancy yellow. And we're putting them in some creative designs. They're on my Facebook page as of yesterday. Also, in just a few months with this buying group, with the RJO buying group, we're going to Antwerp on October 5th, and we will be buying 90% of the diamonds that are mined in the world are brought through Antwerp, Belgium, and we get to go deal directly and save quite a bit of money from the middlemen that you typically see. And now is a great time to buy a natural mined diamonds. And I'll be clear to make sure that to mention that I do not carry lab-created diamonds. They have no long-term value. They don't have the history of a mined diamond. It's the origin that makes the difference as far as I'm concerned. And a natural mined diamond will last for generations.
Where is like one of the big diamond mines, Elliot? I know you mentioned a place earlier. Where?
Well, they were mined in Africa. Russia is a large diamond producing country, but they have been sanctioned and removed from where we can buy rough. Israel is a big cutting center, but still South Africa, there's plenty of diamonds already mined that the De Beers controls, and so they offer them to the market in small doses.
Is it really the cut of the diamond that really, besides the location, the cut of the diamond that increases the value, or is it just where it's? How does all that play in?
It's all based on the shape of the rough is what determines the shape of what the diamond would be. The size of the crystal that's mined determines what size diamond. In order to get a 1 carat diamond, it needs to be 2, 3, or 4 carats in the rough. Okay, so getting a 1 carat diamond is like finding a needle in the haystack, since most of the diamonds that are mined are what's called bort or industrial grade. And industrial grade is valuable because it's used to cut plastics. That's why mine diamonds were created, is because of the smaller supply of natural basically rejects. The bort were limited supply, and so lab created was used to cut plastics, and some crazy guy decided, okay, let's cut it and sell it. And so we're getting away from that, you know. But it's really the nature determines the color, nature determines the clarity, nature determines the size. Man does the cutting to bring out the maximum beauty of the diamond, and then jewelers like me, we look through hundreds of diamonds to find the perfect ones for our clients, and we match them. We make sure that they're brilliant, make sure they're priced the way it needs to be, and we offer them to our customers. That being said, we have access to any size, any shape, and any budget that you would like for a diamond.
What's the biggest diamond that you've ever seen that's ever came across maybe your desk? And I'm not particularly talking value-wise, but because I don't want to give away any of that. But it's up to you what you want to talk about. But maybe the biggest diamond that you've ever seen come across, whether it be through you or through someone that you've known.
Well, I was the divisional merchandise manager for Zell Corporation during the early 70s, and we had a chance to hold and view the Light of Peace diamond, which is a very large pear shape. I think it was about 70 carats.
Goodness.
Like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
And it definitely not worth $70.
No, a little more.
Yeah. What would that be worth?
Several $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, I went to one diamond dealer and he said, I got a new box of diamonds for you to look at. And he opened up the box, and every one of them was 5 carats, except for one, which was 10 carats. Yeah.
Boy, that's great.
Yeah, over $2 million.
Oh, goodness. Well, Elliot, I know that, like I said earlier, I know a lot of times you're here to promote, the good in this community. But it's kind of neat, though, because I've never actually had a chance just to sit down and talk to you about diamonds. I mean, I think it's something that's very interesting, and how all this goes into play and how it works out. So thanks for sharing that with us.
Sure. And I'm happy to, anybody that is wanting to talk about diamonds, which is my favorite subject, give me a call, schedule an appointment, let's talk about it.
Go online, elliotsjewelers.com.
Yeah.
2 L's, 2 T's, ELLIOTTS, jewelers.com, and set up that appointment with Elliot. We're going to take a brief break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk more about just the importance of serving in this community and lifting up some of our nonprofits, and we'll go back and highlight some things from a month ago and maybe some ways folks can get involved and just your take on why it's important to give back, Elliott. So
Yes, most definitely.
we'll do that when we come back. Keep those comments. Maybe you have a comment for Elliott, even if it's related to diamonds or jewelry. Feel free to send those comments in as well. Let us know that you're out there this morning. And by the way, if you're listening on the Spirit Radio FM app, don't text and drive. But if you're in a place to where you can text us to let us know that you're listening on the app, same thing, but text in the keyword victory. The keyword is victory. You can text that in to 936-339-0139, and that's how we'll know that you are listening on the Spirit Radio FM app. For now, though, we'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
wanted the little funk music to continue on. And you know why? One, Elliott's here. It's his intro. I like that, Elliott. The reason why is the ring. We have oh, there we go. Little Elliott, Kaye dancing this morning.
Sea dancing.
You never know what's going to happen here. You know what? You do know what's going to happen on this show. You know what's going to happen? You could be having a down day, and when you tune into this show, we're going to try to lift you up, and we're going to try to turn that frown upside down, because it's all about feeling good, and just, you know, at the end of the day, as I said earlier, the reality is some of you are going through something terrible. You may be, but we want you to feel good. We want you to know that better days are ahead. And that's what we're going to do on this show.
Also, a lot of people go through life frustrated because they don't do one thing, and that's to ask for what they want. Okay? They said, well, they should know to give me it, or they should know that I need this. People aren't mind readers, so if there's something you need, something you want, ask for it. The worst thing that can happen, they could say no, or they could say yes, and then you're on to the next day. Don't be afraid of asking a simple question, because nobody will take offense from that.
And I think
perfect.
sometimes women are the worst about, oh, well, my husband should know what I'm thinking, and getting upset because we don't ask what we need. Now, Rick's real good at reading my mind, but occasionally he doesn't. But I've learned to ask.
Well, the thing is if you wanted me, I don't even know what I'm thinking sometimes.
Well, that's true for a lot of us, I think. Carolyn, by the way, our good friend Carolyn, we just love Carolyn. She chimed in this morning and said, I love Elliott. He sized my late hubby's ring and topped it with my birthstone to fit me, and I love wearing it. And so, Carolyn, we do. We love you. We appreciate you. She came in the other day, and we always just love seeing her, and that's what we go back to. And when you think of this community and organizations that are just being involved, and there's so much good happening pouring out of organizations. I wanted to bring this up. Tomorrow's Promise, partner with the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. I'm getting all this stuff down, Kaye. It's only taken 97 episodes. But yesterday, listen, Huntsville, listen to me. And if you're listening wherever you're out, where else you are, you may not be in Huntsville. You may be in Fargo. You may be in Brazil. We got a young man, like I said, from Brazil that listens in. Be thankful if you're here in Huntsville, Texas, that we have the resources that we have, because this may be a smaller community, but it literally has the biggest heart. And by that I mean, I go to the mailbox yesterday, got a book sitting in there for Braylon, and it's her monthly book that doesn't cost our family a single dime. And it's thanks to Kaye and the generosity of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools and what she's been able to do over the years, partnering with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Now, when I say I get it for free, she doesn't get it for free. She still has to pay the shipping costs. And that's why Kaye has these events that go on throughout the year, such as Lasso Your Imagination and the Color Run and all these great things that they do. But it's because of folks like Kaye that have stepped up, bringing literacy and education to our community. And my daughter is a direct benefit from what you've been able to do, Kaye. And we go to sleep last night, and I got to video this, Elliott. I have to video this, because we are in such a great routine now. It's like, you know, when Kaden got here, now I'm the daddy that's like bathing the child. So I've taken over the bathing duties. And so 8 o'clock comes rolling around, 7:38. Braylon knows it's bath time. She was eating last night. She goes, bath time, Daddy? Like, she knows that it's time to get her bath. And so she goes in there, takes the bath. I take her back to her room, put her little diaper on, put her little onesie on. Then we go back into the master bathroom. She brushes her teeth. She knows how to brush her teeth now, and I'm helping her and teaching her. When she's done, she knows to open the drawer and put her toothbrush up. Then she goes to Bridget and says, night, night, Mommy. Then she goes to Kaden and says, night, night, brother. And then the greatest thing is I can go into her room. We have a guest bed in the room in there alongside her crib. I'll go in there, and now I'll go in there and lay down on the bed. She will come in with her doll, who she's named Gretchen for some reason. So she will get Gretchen. She will get her water cup. And then I always have a book ready on the nightstand with the lamp on. And so she'll come in. She'll actually close the door because the whole routine is down. And she will come in and grab the book off the nightstand and say, "Read, Daddy." And she'll jump in the bed next to me, and I will read to her. And she used to be the one that was flipping through the pages. Now she wants me to read to her. And the book that came in yesterday, I forget the title, but it was all the letters of the alphabet. Each page was a different letter. And she absolutely loved it.
That's
and
wonderful.
I love that it was a long book because I didn't have to read the whole thing. We can save more for tonight. So it creates a level of excitement now. So, and that's a big thank you to you, Kaye. And I was thinking of that last night, and I was going to bring it up on the show, and that's why I did. Because how much of a blessing is it that we have that resource here in Huntsville, Texas? And I told you this before. That resource doesn't exist in Austin, Texas, or even where I came from, because nobody's taken the initiative to bring it there. Here in Walker County, it's here thanks to you. And I know that you don't want to make it about you either, but, I mean,
It takes a nonprofit to partner with Dolly Parton in order to bring it to the community, and it's for all Walker County. But we can't do that without generous supports like people from Elliott. He has been a great supporter, so is the Color Bar, of helping us raise money, donating things so that we can have these events, and everything that we raise at the events goes straight to paying for the mailing of the books. And we're coming up on 5 years of having the program, and we have sent out over 30,000 books now.
Yeah, it's 30,000 books here throughout Walker County, and so
Well,
it's great.
I'm way past the stage of reading to little people as they go to bed. Of course, I did do that for my daughters who are now, actually for my daughters and son that are 44, 40, and 27, all my kids, and I did read to them. And now my grandchildren are coming along, and we read to them all the time. Of course, I'm not there. They're with their parents, but they got the habit, and it's passed down. Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a great way to help increase the level of word power for children. And everything that we talk biblically, there is power in words. And when children learn how to use them correctly, they get what they need. They get to do things. They get to stimulate their imagination and their curiosity, and they want to know more. So this event is coming up. What's the dates?
October 14th.
Oh, I'm not there.
You and your diamond buying.
One day, Elliott, we messed up and we said, this kind of sounds like we were joking. You weren't on the show, obviously, but we were saying Elliott's part of like this exclusive diamond buying group, and Billy Cawthon from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, he goes, "Well, I'm special too." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "I get together with some of my buddies. We go down to Tractor Supply. We're part of the Tractor Supply buying group." But anyways,
okay, we can do that.
But anyways, back to October 4th. It's Lasso Your Imagination, right? Yeah.
October 14th.
I'll let you guys continue that conversation.
And the money is used to be able to cover the cost of mailing the books out, and that's a small portion. So you don't have to wait for the event if you want to give to this, right? They
Right.
can contact Kaye.
Yeah.
How do they
There's
do that?
actually on Tomorrow's Promise .info's website, there's actually a place to donate. And all the money goes straight to the Dolly Parton, to the program for mailing.
tpms.life. And that'll take you right to the website. That'll redirect to tomorrowspromise.info. tpms.life is where you need to go. Maybe you're listening
And-
today and you're not even from Huntsville.
Well,
you can be a part of
Yeah,
it still.
they can donate. People can also sign up to get the books. So there's a donate place on that page, and there's also a place to sign up that'll direct you to where you can get the books for free.
And I just got Caden. I signed him up, and you guys approved that. And because at first I didn't know, could I have 2 books per household? Yes, because it's another child. They want their own book, and Caden's going to get different books, obviously, than Braylon's going to get. That was a question someone had once, which is
Yeah.
great. So,
And the idea is that no matter what a child's income is, unfortunately, if you're in a poor household, there's one book for every 300 children. And so we've got children that aren't having this experience of being read to because there's no books in the house. And the parents are trying to put food on the table, so they don't have any extra money to go buy books. But the idea is that Braylon gets a book and everybody gets a book. And so when they start kindergarten, they have that shared language, they have those shared experiences, and instead of having an 18-month achievement gap, they're more closely aligned to each other. Because you'll have children that's never seen a book go to kindergarten, you'll have children in kindergarten that are reading. And so if we can bridge that gap, it just makes it so much easier for our teachers to be able to teach all the children.
Yeah, it does. I think it's great. And Elliott, you're such a huge supporter of so many organizations here in town, and always appreciate your generous support. We got Raise a Hope going last month, and you were a big part of that. And I just wanted, from your perspective, why is it so important to give back to these nonprofits and just to really help them out?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. First of all, it's good for the community. And number two, it makes me feel very good. Okay. I like giving back because the community has been generous to me, my wife, my business, and the monies that are needed makes the community better. It's with this time, people are strapped tight, okay, and they're choosing between food and gas, but it doesn't cost anything to give a bit of kindness. There's lots of ways you can give. Money is always great because the not-for-profits, and there's lots of good ones, and we've supported them. The not-for-profits can always use the money to deliver the service that they're providing. The other thing is you can volunteer your time. There are these organizations that would happy if you would just show up and spend an hour greeting people. You need to be friendly, you need to be kind, you need to reach out to but that comes naturally. That's just as important as money. We are part of the Rotary Club, and we have many not-for-profits that we serve, and there's the reason for that. The Rotary Club actually meets today at 11:45. You're welcome to come. Serving our community, serving the people, finding a need. You don't have to be, if just see somebody and do something to help someone else, and that makes the whole city of Huntsville better. And it makes me feel good.
Yeah, it's great, Elliott. And again, appreciate your support. So many others out there just wanting to give back and help out. And that's what keeps the vibrancy of this community going. And in my opinion, it's the culture. It is. It's part of the culture. Huntsville is a community that gives back. It's also a community where you're voluntold. You're voluntold, but you know what? You give back as well.
Our Chamber of Commerce has done a great job in getting the message by bringing businesses together. I know you're involved in several groups that meet a couple of times a week, Rob, and I know that you're an ambassador.
And a chamber board member.
And chamber board member. This is all important. Then there is the local churches. I know that you're heavily involved in your church. Then there is the Rotary Club, which we're all involved in. That's how we became friends.
We were friends before that.
Yeah, I know.
We were friends because of HLI.
Yes.
I'm also on that committee too.
And I'm doing HLI this year, so there's
Yeah, we had a talk about whether to approve you or not.
Yeah, that's all right.
There's no reason for you to have to hide or say, well, I don't have any friends, I'm not plugged in, I don't know what to do. Just turn around to the person that's sitting next to you and say to them, how can I help you? that's how it starts.
That's it. And just, you know what? One day the hashtag was "Don't be like Samantha," because the joke was Samantha had not answered the phone, and the joke was if she would have answered, she would have won $100,000 on the show that day. But because she didn't answer, she didn't win. There's actually people in the community that believe that. So
Yeah, we were on that show.
it was a joke, by the way. There was not really $100,000. But instead, the keyword, the hashtag today is going to be like Elliott. Help out the community, be involved, and just wherever you can, whether it's financial resources or time, which is huge as well. A lot of you can't give financially, but you can definitely give your time, and that's important.
Well, we're coming into the season of giving. The season of giving starts September, October, November, December. A lot of the not-for-profits will be gearing up. This is an important time for them. Think ahead. You go to the dollar store and you see a great price on socks and underwear. We've got a place for it. Canned food. Start acquiring it because there'll be calls to take the food to them. Save an extra. Of course, I love Starbucks, but maybe skip one Starbucks and take that money and put it in a jar or a can, and maybe do one a week, one a month, and put that money aside for cash donations. But reach out to people and give to them, because what people need the most is you.
That's right. Well, Elliott, that'll wrap it up with having you here today. And thank you so much just for the insightful information. More importantly, thank you for your heart and all that you do for the community. You don't know how much that means to us. So
thank you.
Once again, Elliott Herzlich of Elliott's Jewelers. Go online, check him out. He is our studio sponsor, by the way, as well. Again, you can find him at elliotsjewelers.com. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We've got a winner when we come back on the other side. Stay with us as we'll wrap it up here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Look now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
inspiration to get you going here. Boy, I got that camera positioned terribly. Look at this. Give us a second here. We got to fix this camera. Live productions. Always fun. See,
The camera was just fine not being on me.
You make it look beautiful, Kaye Boehning. Now, when it was on me, boy, them hamburgers were really coming out there. You know, you got to make sure you get that top view. See, it still is kind of too much. You know what it is? It's because we don't have anybody sitting next to you. It just looks weird. Rick left us.
Well, we got to get ready for Bearcat Mania.
He got upset. He said, I'm done with the show. He said, I'm tired. I'm done, Rob. And he left. Just kidding, Rick. We know he's getting ready for an event happening over at the university today. And I know you got to get going here in a little bit. So we're just going to drag this on, keep you here for another 2 hours. Just kidding.
That's fine. Him and Courtney can go set it up.
We're just going to drag this on. Want to let folks know, by the way, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, 501c3 nonprofit organization that gives back to the community. And, you know, that's important, too, because I think maybe some folks don't realize you guys are a nonprofit and you're governed by a board. And and you made this switch years ago, and it's opened up the opportunity to bring in things such as the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And so I want to be very intentional with the music here. Oh, man, I thought you were going to let that keep going. I want to be very intentional by letting folks know. I mean, it's our job here to promote organizations and to lift up this community, but also we know we're blessed to have an audience now. A lot of folks chime in, usually about 600 views by the end of the day here on the show, and those that are listening on the Spirit Radio FM app. But it is. Tomorrow's Promise is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And like I said earlier, you're governed by a board. And this isn't, it's not about you and Rick. It's about these children and giving back to the community. Yeah. And that's what's been so important and why we appreciate you and love you guys so much.
That's been my whole life. I mean, I'm certified to teach K through 8th grade. But where you make the most difference is the first 5 years of life. And so once I got my master's degree and then we moved down here, I went and took my Montessori training because I was watching what my son was learning, and when he was in pre-K and stuff, and I really fell in love with the Montessori method. And so I opened the school. And we went nonprofit 23 years ago in order to be able to do things like this and give back to the community. And it's just...
It's continued on.
We've got it set up, hopefully. The other reason was, when I pass away or get where I can't do it anymore, then it continues and it doesn't die with me.
Yeah, that's good.
We want it to be able to continue in the community and all the things we're working on.
Something that we're working on right now, we're going to call our winner. We do have a winner here, giving away some prizes here. You got to answer to win. I think this may be a new person.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Who is this?
This is Thomas Ferguson.
Thomas, this is the IRS. How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Just kidding. The IRS would never be this nice. If they called, they'd be like, sir, we need your Social Security number. We also need to know every child's name. This is not the IRS. This is Good Morning Huntsville, Thomas. Congratulations. You are our winner today, my friend.
Thank you. It's awesome.
Yeah, I got your text message a little bit earlier. How did you find out about the show? How did you hear about us?
I've been following you on Facebook for a while.
Awesome. And so you just found it through there. And you're here in Huntsville, Thomas, correct?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been here, man?
I've been here 15 years.
15 years. Where did you come from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from Madisonville.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much family, if you look at it, right? That's pretty much family. That's Huntsville's cousin. That's Huntsville's cousin there,
yeah,
Madisonville.
Cousin.
Yeah. So, well, Thomas, man, congratulations. We'll get with you a little bit later on how to pick up your prize. We've got some Rays of Hope T-shirts, also some other items from the Color Bar Tanning Salon, and a lot of really cool stuff, man. So before we let you go.
What you thankful for?
What are you most thankful for, Thomas? We made a lot. What are you most thankful for, Thomas?
I'm just thankful for my family and everything that's going on in life right now.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you, buddy. It's great to hear from you, and congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Have a great day.
All right. There you, I love that. I mean, we get 50-something text messages this week, and so many new folks are interacting with the show. And Thomas, we appreciate him. He just texted in to win, and there he was, and he won. So if you want to give away prizes, did want to let you know, maybe you're out there today, maybe you got a business, and you said, I want to donate some things. We're always looking for things to give away. It's a daily. Justin Killingsworth is the guy who makes everything, all the creative ideas start flowing from Justin. He said, you know what, you ought to start doing prizes. So we did. It was a weekly prize. Well, it turned into a daily prize. And we do have stuff almost every day, but we'd love, if you have a business, maybe you've got something, maybe you're a restaurant, you got some, buy one, get one free. If you got 10% off coupons, I love you, but we're not going to accept those. I mean, just people don't use them.
I'm not donating any children either.
Yeah, no children and no 10% off coupons. But if you'd like to donate items for us to give away on the show, we'd love to have you. You can feel free to email us at hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. Kaye, it's been a fun show. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you forgot something.
Wednesday Wisdom. Mm-hmm. What you got for us today? Wednesday Wisdom. Kaye Boehning, here it is. Drop it.
Well, we were talking about words earlier today, and so I want to reiterate, please watch what words you say around your children or that your children see on TV, because they will pick them up, and it's not always the words you want them to pick up and remember. And so you don't want your baby's first words to be some bad word, because it might be mama, dada, and B if you say that word a lot.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
And, it's disturbing sometimes to hear a little one say MFB. I mean, I had a 2-year-old about 10 years ago and called my teacher that several times, and I'm like, I just knew that's what Dad was calling Mom at home.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Be careful around your children and realize that your children are like a sponge. And today's National Sponge Cake Day, by the way, so it ties in. Your children are like a sponge, and they will say, I've said, there's one word that I told Braylon one time at a doctor's office, that's a stool where the doctor sits. And she remembered that. And every time we go to a doctor's office, she'll see the little round stool. And she says, stool, Daddy. One time I told her. Mm-hmm. So it's weird. Children, sometimes you tell them things 100 times, it won't lock in. But you tell them that one thing one time, and for some reason it locks in. And so you never know which one they're going to latch onto.
That 100 times, if it's called take out the trash.
Yeah, then that won't lock in. So, well, friends, again, stay connected with us all week long on Hello Huntsville. You can find news, events, and more happening in our great community at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Also, make sure you download the Spirit Radio FM app. It's super simple. Go to spiritradio.fm. It's an online streaming service that is focused with contemporary Christian music and messages here focused on Huntsville. We call it the Spirit of Huntsville, heard around the globe. And you will start to notice now, Focus on the Family programming has been intertwined. So throughout the day, we will have Focus on the Family Minute each and every day. So that's completely new. You'll hear that 4 or 5 times a day. And then every evening at 9 p.m., will be a Focus on Family segment that's about 30 minutes to an hour long. And so it's a great content that can keep your family inspired and just really keep you connected with all the good things happening. So is that it? Do you have anything remaining? I think we're done.
Well, I was just going to say, if you love children and you're looking for a job, we've got a few openings. We're getting ready to open the 3rd location, and we're trying to hire now to start training the people for that.
That's right. Give them a call. Check them out. Please go by and see them. Kaye will take great care of you. TPMS.life is how you can get connected. Friends, that'll wrap it up. Join us again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. bright and early. We'll have Justin Killingsworth of the Color Bar joining us. And a guest with us tomorrow will be Dean Halley coming in to talk about some great events that they are happening. A first responders breakfast over at Covenant Fellowship. So we're going to have a great show. Still have a Friday opening. We had a cancellation for Friday. Maybe you're a nonprofit. You'd like to be on the show. You can email us again, hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. So I wrap up every day. Yep. So I wrap up every. I'm gonna say the phrase and then you get the last word, Kaye. 'Cause I don't like to have the last word. Is that a deal? Okay. All right. So here we go, friends. I want to remind you this morning: we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. As always, Huntsville, good morning and God bless. We'll see you back at it tomorrow morning.
Give everyone a smile and have a great day.